to Les Schwab Tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Daniels Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniels the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniels and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniels.
Number 12, Avery Keith.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Glacier Peak High School and boys lacrosse tonight. It's crosstown rivals, Glacier Peak Grizzly, the home squad, facing the Snohomish Panthers. Scott Ohsman, Todd Elvig with you here. High above in Snohomish on a typical Northwest spring evening. It is blustery, but we've seemed to have avoided the wet stuff so far. And this is a crosstown rivalry. Of course, boys lacrosse, the state of Washington, it's Wesco D1, as they're naming off your starting lineups. You kind of see the gray outfits, the gray up tops are Glacier Peak, the home team, and the dark black is the Snohomish Panthers. Glacier Peak coming in division, Wesco D1 2-0, Snohomish 3-1. Glacier Peak 6-3 overall, Snohomish 5-4 overall. Played last time March 21st. We had that on STSPN right here. Glacier Peak won that 5-2. And we are getting set for this one. Glad you're with us.
No, we're glad you're with us.
No, it's a lucky night.
Last time we were just kind of winging it.
That's right. And there's a big we'll get to some developments here for this game. There's a nice push there for Glacier Peak. And we got the great Eric Briggs, the PA announcer, here to help us out for all kinds of things as Glacier Peak sets up and gets going. Now they're coming off a game against Shorecrest and a 16-9 win for Glacier Peak. And we'll talk about Snohomish here coming up. Head coach for Glacier Peak, Michael Rexroth, in his 5th season, plays on the PLL Atlas from Rutgers. He's got this team actually a very formidable team. The biggest news just before the face-off here is that Kyler Jensen, and there's a shot, is it in? It is. It's a score for Mason Wheeler, their second leading goal scorer, and he puts it through 1-0. So Kyler Jensen just feeling ill today and just couldn't go. He's their leading goal scorer and total points, 31 points in the 9 games coming into tonight. But Mason Wheeler, the junior, right there with him with 24 points, 17 goals, make it 18, 7 assists, 14 ground balls. He had 2 in the win versus Snohomish on the 21st of March. So he likes playing the Panthers. And back in the faceoff, seeing if the Panthers can get it, and GP gets it one more time. That's
Connor McCauley.
Connor McCauley there with the faceoff. No Michael Scheidler tonight. Unfortunately he's playing lacrosse. He's down in Portland. We tried though. My booking agent, Eric Briggs, he put out shout-outs to a bunch of people. Yeah, the Mighty Vikings, Western Washington, they've had a good season, a great run. MCLA, they're doing real well as Glacier Peak swings it around here at X behind the cage, and there's a low to high, and Wheeler puts another one in. And didn't even give us a chance to talk about the Snohomish goalkeeper,
number 10,
Nathan Castillo.
Wheeler with a shot and goal. That's 2.
So 2 for Wheeler. It's 2-0 Glacier Peak, and the goalie there for Nathan Castillo. 83 saves on 153 shots, 54% save rate. Played well against these Grizzlies in the first game they played, but right away, right now, there is
number 7 for Snohomish.
Snohomish getting
with the shot.
The face-off, and boom, goes right to work. Vitale with the stop. He's had a great season. And Noah Martin there with that shot. He just took it himself. Here comes Glacier Peak on the other side. So no patience there. Dylan Hummel, the 3rd or 4th year, depending on which you count, at the COVID year, head coach for the Snohomish Panthers. Snohomish coming off a win off Lake Stevens, 10-5. So they're feeling good. They were missing a couple big players in the first time these two met. Here's a turnover. And coming down is Avery Keith. He'll get it chopped up in the air, but he gets it back.
Avery Keith retains the ball for Snohomish.
Keith, a senior midi. And now it's back over. Sammy Flores, he's a captain. They need him to get big. He's leads the team in assists coming into tonight. And the other one to watch is on that far side 3, and he's got it in his cross right now. And that's Hudson Smith. He leads the Panthers. 9 goals coming in, 3 assists, 9 ground balls. The freshman's been electric. Panthers, their first settled offense here just in the first quarter. If you just joined us, Mason Wheeler's got 2 goals, all 2 scores right now. I tried to go inside there to Hudson, not there, and it's picked up by Glacier Peak.
Turnover, Glacier Peak for Snohomish.
And Connor McCauley, he's been on the right side of some turnovers here for the Grizzlies. Glacier Peak in their gray unis, cool unis, tough for the announcer and the broadcaster. Just absolutely rough and tumble to see. But they are very cool. I'm sure the kids love them. Pass inside right on the top of the lid there. Not there. Now ball's up. Got a defensive player gets it. And
number 41, Nick Bush with the
41, Nick Bush tried it there, the deep hole, but he couldn't get it. It ends up in the Grizzlies' offense one more time.
No.
Ball back now. Reminder, if you're new to high school lacrosse, no shot clock here in the boys game or the girls game, just like now they have in college. Wheeler wants 3, and he will get 3 with a worm burner from the right corner. Oh my, a hat trick already for Mason Wheeler.
Again, number 10, Bobby Wheeler with the hat trick in the first quarter.
The junior midfielder, I tell you, 19 goals now. That one unassisted. And he had 2 versus this team when they played in March, and he's topped that with 3. And Snohomish gets it. Noah gets it back out, and now here come the Panthers. They're trying to get some things going, and that pass will go uncaught and out of bounds, and a costly turnover, and it gets back to Vitale as he pulls out of the crease. Vitale, 51%, 51 saves, 64% save rate. And this one's already down, but there's whistles. Timeout, Glacier Peak.
Going a little bit out of range. Glacier Peak calls a timeout.
And they're Glacier Peak and the goalie. Gabe Vitale, he wanted more. He wanted to come on down. There's a timeout on the field. We'll take a quick one here. 3-0 Glacier Peak.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race. Look at this! To the 4 a.m. starts, training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard.
I never said on you, I get the gang on you. You better pray for it. I put that thing on you. You ever play with it?
To the fans, to the followers, and the haters.
But it doesn't matter.
Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. Cue rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
All right, back here high atop Glacier Peak High School. Boys lacrosse tonight, 3-0, 6:44 left to go here in the first quarter. It's been all Mason Wheeler. Number 10 in gray has done what he pleases at any time. They got to get a hat on him for Snohomish get back in this game. Snohomish has had a couple offensive possessions, a little bit thin there. As Glacier Peak has it again, they get it behind the cage, and they'll get into their settled offense. There's Wheeler with it right now. He is smoking hot. It's on a big heater with 3 already, and he's looking for more probably. Glacier Peak has had a pretty good season. Haven't played a lot of actually Wesco division. They're the second half after this game. They kind of get more into some plays. There's a pass in the back there. Snohomish kind of playing off right now. But Glacier Peak got invited down to Big Mercer Island tournament, and they got their hand handed to them. But I think they learned. Here's Wheeler on top, looking for it again. This time he passes it off. Inside pass and a good stop there.
13 for Glacier Peak.
Connor McCauley with the shot, but a great save by Nathan Castillo. Big night tonight in the Seattle market as our second-year NHL team is in their first playoff series with the Avalanche tonight. The ball goes out. So no spoilers here, and it'll be Glacier Peak ball as they bring it in on the far side.
Oh, you're not telling the score?
I am not. Look on your phones, people. Get the Google machine out. Glacier Peak now sitting in. Just under 5 to go in the first quarter, up 3-0. Big news again, Kyler Jensen, the junior captain, just sick today, and so he's not here. And Mason Wheeler, he must have put a call in because Wheeler is making up for him. Here's a drive down the alley, shot.
Shot DJ Boatsberger just one.
Boatsberger puts it in. I can't tell if that was off the pipe or not. I mean, Castillo there, but it'll go right back to the Grizzlies offense. Far right corner. Todd Elvig here trying to do it. He's running the board, running camera. We got Eric Briggs, hardest working man here in Glacier Peak, doing the announcing and the timing. Takes a village, people.
Well, I tell you, once they found out we were coming, they put a village together to support us, so I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Austin Bloom there with the ball for a second. Now Voetsberger, number 8, has it, and they're kind of just setting up. There we go. Wheeler again. A bouncer this time. Castillo.
Mason Wheeler shot, number 22.
He gets it.
Castillo with the save for Snohomish.
So Wheeler won 4. Was he getting greedy? I don't know. Snohomish trying to get something going in transition. There's number 3, the freshman phenom, Hudson Smith. Far corner now, trying to set it up, trying to get something going and get right back into this. There's a shot from Flores.
Number 1, Sammy Flores' shot goes wide.
And it goes wide. It'll stay Panther ball. Here's Hudson. Hudson spins behind the cage. Roland looks, shoots. That one's wide as well.
Number 3, Hudson Smith with the shot.
And it'll stay Panthers. Closest one out as it goes out of bounds, retains possession. If you're newer to this game, some fun rules. Spin outside, back up. There's some JV kids playing tonight, and some numbers, some fun numbers. So number 2, I don't have it in my roster. I'll cheat off Eric Briggs as usual. Boston Sacita. And the ball rolls out of bounds, and that's a turnover. That's a costly turnover. Unforced errors right now, the story for the Panthers. They're getting some good settled, trying to get in the offense, and they're trying to get Hudson Smith involved and some others. They got plenty of goal scorers down there, and they just can't get quite anything cooking without turning the ball over. And Glacier Peak back at it one more time with 2:03 left in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
17, Torben, he had a goal against the Panthers. And there's a shot and a score from 25. Aiden Moore, the senior, his 3rd goal on the season. Heading to Montana University and MCLA D1 school.
Feeding number 25, Aiden Moore, for the 4th goal of the game in the first quarter.
And it's 4-0. Volksberger with the assist on that, his 4th assist on the season. And 4-0 with $1.50. That is $1.50. You can still get a hot dog and a Coke for $1.50, can't you? That's the time left here in the first quarter. My whole goal tonight is to crack up announcer Eric Briggs. That's my whole job.
Number 12 for Snohomish.
Snohomish.
Keith with the ground ball face-off.
Keith, and he was big. He's important for them. And Snohomish trying to get something here at the end of this first quarter. Here's Hudson Smith in the far corner of the field. Good defense there by 33, Ben Cortaro. Corderero, I'm sorry. I knew it was wrong. It's the second I said it. It's very quiet. Pass inside. It's picked up on the backside. 1:02 left to go.
1 minute remaining in the quarter.
Here's Hudson Smith. Left side, trying to find something. He pushes it. It's a save by Vitale. Boy, he's shooting way outside. And Vitale likes to push it. And he gets it across the midfield, now into attack. They're going to pass it. Excuse me. Boy, that was a good save by Castillo.
Shot by number 17, Torben Agard.
Agard with the shot, and it was like tic-tac-toe there. As the clock winded down, 18 seconds. In the middle. Does he get that in? Oh my goodness, from the floor.
We got to take another look at that. Slow.
Steele Pierce.
See, what does he do here?
Number 7.
On the ground.
He's on the ground.
There it goes.
My goodness.
On the ground. Shot and goal.
Absolutely breakdancing down there, and he flings it in. Nobody thought he had a goal against Snohomish when they played before, and with 12.3 seconds left in the first quarter, we're 5-0.
What breakdancing is? Does anybody know what that is anymore?
I don't know.
I know you did it well in high school, but
no, not flexible enough.
Number 7, Noah Martin again with the
Martin here for the Panthers. He takes it, and Hudson with a, or that was Hudson, or that was number 10. Andrew Siemens, I have on the junior midi, but the first quarter, is done. It's 5 goals for Glacier Peak, nothing yet for the Panthers. Come on back with second quarter action. You're watching high school boys lacrosse on STSPN.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back, and you know that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boats.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
And here's Steele for Glacier Peak. Here we go.
Back here, second quarter, Noah Martin for the Panthers. He's gotten a couple. Steele Pierce for Glacier Peak. He's got 1 goal. And there's a whistle.
That's going to be a little pancake, so we're going to give it to Snohomish.
And they're going to award it to Snohomish. Number 12, Avery Keith, the senior midi. And see if Snohomish can start off the second quarter and get something going. There's another turnover, just didn't quite pick it up. And now the ball's down, and Glacier Peak with it. A long pull on the far side. That's Roman Foster, number 11, the captain.
Roman Foster with ground ball.
Enjoyed him on the football field this past fall for Glacier Peak. So here they go, up 5-0. Glacier Peak, they're going to face Lake Stevens on Friday night.
Where at?
At Lake Stevens. Had a big win early against Seattle Academy, SAS 9-8 in OT, and then Glacier Peak played Palo Verde from Nevada. Got roughed up 16-4. Claremont from British Columbia, 18-4 loss there, all at Mercer Island as the ball's turned over, and here come the Panthers.
Who's the big dog?
Trying to find the open. And there's again a pass that bounces up, but it's picked up by the netminder, Vitali, and he's running around. He's one of the few standing, so if I were him, I'd run around too. There's a hot pass that's picked up nicely there in the midfield. And Wheeler there, who's got 3 goals of the 5. He's had a big night so far. Glacier Peak coming on. So as far as the big dogs, 4A, 3A, Mount Si and Snohomish played Mount Si. They lost 15-2. Mount Si, one of the top. There's a shot and save from Wheeler. And that's Castillo, another save. So Castillo's starting to get a little hot, and Wheeler going to the well one more time as they get up. Now trying to get a quick transition on this GP defense. Cole States, a senior midfielder, 19 in red and black. He dumps it off in the far side. 9:30 here in the second quarter left. Fun part of lacrosse is they can get some goals scored quickly, but they got to stop turning the ball over, especially on the offensive zone.
Got another turnover by Snohomish.
Head coach Dylan Hummel probably going nuts down there as they'll try and get a decent ride going in the midfield, and there's a couple strong hits.
Connor McCauley, number 13 with the Glacier Peak.
McCauley bringing it down there, holding steady. And here's GP one more time, setting up the offense. 48 Kai Brooks in there. Just a freshman. As Glacier Peak's going to sit down now, he'll get it back out front. Here's the dodge, trying to find an alley. He stepped down. Good save by Casale.
Kai Brooks with the shot.
Kai Brooks, a freshman in, and looks like some garbage and a putback. Agard gets it in, and it's 6-0 Glacier Peak. Agard puts it in with another one, and looks like there was just all kinds of traffic and havoc going on, and he comes up with the goal. He's another one who had one goal in that 5-2 win over Snohomish in March. 6-0. Snohomish can get going. They've got the people to do this. They have plenty of goal scorers. They just got to try to stop turning the ball over as they get in some face-offs. And Keith Avery one more time comes up on the far side. And credit to GP defense. A few of the turnovers, yes, they've caused them. A couple of them have been unforced errors, just missing a pass here and there, just not as sharp. Here's Avery. He turns, he fires a little wide.
Avery Keith with the shot just wide of goal.
And it's going to stay Panther ball. Andrew Siemens with it right now. He's being tested with a long pole. Now they get it back over to Keith. Back out front. Here we go. Top side tries to find some room. Side of the goal. Vitali gets a handle on it. Now it's back out. Yet ball's down one more time. We have a whistle. And it's going to be a timeout to Glacier Peak. 7:29 here, up 6-0. We'll take a quick breather, too. We'll come back, see if Snohomish can get this one going.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires. I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. That's right here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over. I am the beast.
It's like a loot machine. Going around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loot machine.
Scott Ohsman, Todd Oving here, back here at Glacier Peak High School. A little Wesco High School boys lacrosse. And it's going to be Wheeler with it from the 10. He hucks it right away across mid. It hits the deck. It's down, but picked up by a friendly right there. So it'll stay GP ball. A lot of sports, 6-0. Big worries, big concerns, but in lacrosse, that's not that big of a deal. It's flying on that one. Agard, what's it flying? This will stay GP ball in the corner. Blustery spring night here in Snohomish County, about 45 minutes northeast of Seattle. Wheeler wants more, but Casali says not right now. Castillo with the clear, not so much. So back to Glacier Peak. This one broken up in the middle, and that's Nick Bush gets it, the big senior captain defender, but now it goes right back to the Grizzlies. So Snohomish gets some turnovers, and then they just cannot keep the rock. Aiden Moore, 25. 2 goals on the season coming in for him, 3 assists, 2 ground balls, heading to Montana University. He's got 1 goal tonight. As he's assessing, and they'll start the play from behind the goal. He tries to flip it in. Agard. Nice play. He was open with the cutter right down the hatch right there, but it's recovered by Glacier Peak. And he'll get it right back in his stick. Moves left, right, dodges, slips, tries to go in. Castillo with another stop. And the GP offense just relentless here. Wheeler, and he gets it through. Wheeler with his 4th tonight. He wants a T-shirt.
Number 14, Austin Bloom, feeding.
Bloom with the assist. And guess the nickname is Bubby Wheeler. We'll have to hear that story. But Mason Wheeler, my goodness. He's got 4 goals, 4 of the 7 tonight with 5:22 left in the second quarter. Face off once again, and it was GP, but it ends up in Noah's stick. And GP goes on defense. Here's Hudson Smith, number 3, just a freshman. Had 4 goals Friday night against Lake Stephen. Drives, dishes, shot, stopped by Gabe Vitale right there.
Number 18, Gabe Vitale with a great save.
Taylor Keaton tried to throw that one. Here's come Panthers one more time. Sammy Flores, the captain. He's trying to settle his boys down and pick away at this lead one shot at a time here. Jeremy Hammock out there, number 6, the senior midi. And Flores flings it. Cross crease, diving try, but it's going to go out of bounds and head Glacier Peak. Great effort there by Boston. A freshman, got some young kids on both sides here before Snohomish. Nice crowd here at Glacier Peak as DJ gets it, and he tries to fight in there.
Number 8, DJ Voetsberger, shot just
Voetsberger shot denied one more time as Nathan Castillo, 22, he's all of a sudden shutting the door. He did let that 4th one from Wheeler go, so, I mean, he's got 7 on him, but they were 4 in a hurry in the beginning of the game. He kind of calmed down, and then Wheeler just kept going at it. And he broke through with his 4th goal tonight. Left side. Back around. 3:21 left to go in the second quarter. Glacier Peak been in control of this one since the get-go. Now Snohomish extending the D a little bit. Tried to throw it right inside. Tough pass broken up. We'll get a whistle. That could go on Nick Bush. So it's going to stay Glacier Peak ball. Talked about this with Michael Seidler when he was here. He played for Glacier Peak, but at that time the clubs was newly separated. A lot of these kids you're seeing here tonight, they did not grow up playing in youth together as they did a few years ago. So they know each other, but they didn't grow up playing together. There's a shot wide there.
Number 17, Torben Agard.
Agard
Just wide.
with the shot there. So the rivalry is still definitely there. A lot of the parents, if they've got siblings and older kids, they know each other. And as a lot of these teams in the Washington State, as the ball's lost out of the cross, it's picked up by the Panthers here coming down. Gavin Halma. And he gets it over. Down low, there's a shot by Hudson Smith. It's stopped and saved. Gabe Vitale.
Number 18, Gabe Vitale.
And Hudson Smith just trying to hit his spot, not attacking the goal. He's just trying to step down from far out as Glacier Peak now trying to get it through the midfield. A good ride here by the Panthers. Still the ball down, and it's finally picked up by Sammy Flores. The senior there pulls it down, and now there's a timeout. Snohomish, they got possession with 1:46 left to go. See if they can put something together. We'll be back. Get on the board before we go to halftime.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back here, bringing you some boys high school lacrosse high atop the mountain here on Glacier Peak High School. Got a lot of action going on in the Seattle market here. The Mariners, a lot of expectation. They're playing the Brewers, tied top of the 8th. 4-4. We got the Kraken in a playoff game. And Sammy Flores has it for Snohomish. Back out with the $1:35 left on the clock. See if Snohomish can put one through here. They're going to have to move Gabe Vitale. You're not going to just stand and get one by him. He's too good. Trying to go at it from the top, and this is a lost ball. Again, been a challenge for the Panthers here. They pick it up, though. Max Scott, he had a goal in the game against Glacier Peak. He can score, so 44 in black. Out to Sammy Flores. You can see it's getting a little colder here as the sun goes down. Quick passing on the wing there. 46 seconds left in this first quarter. Not a lot of holes in this GP defense as they're sitting in a zone. Cross crease, shot. Good save there. It might have gotten caught up by a defender. From the top, they try it. Long stick gets in the way. 24 seconds left. Snohomish still has a chance. They spin it around. Here's Scott back out. Ball's down now.
10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds. Avery Keith trying to keep hold of it. The officials right there, they're going to award it with 6.1 seconds to Avery Keith.
Offsides called on Glacier Peak.
And did they just call another timeout? I guess he's got him. Why take him with you? With 2.6 seconds left on the clock. Snohomish, the Panthers, Dylan Hummel will call a timeout. I mean, I guess they practice these things. 2.6 seconds, it's kind of like basketball. When they huck it, you want to take a quick break? Let's do it. We'll be right back for the end of the second quarter right after this.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help. Touch service. Being clean and safe, top of our mind. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval for the cleaning, physical, and mental. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're here. Gene Johnson.
Back here at the end, we've reset the clock here. They added some time, 7.5 seconds rather than 2.6. So we'll see if we get Avery Keith, the senior midi, with the ball again. No, they're going to get it to Sammy Flores, one.
Sammy Flores
right here at the 40. And I'm trying to see it. He's going to fly it far across the field. 41 in black. Pull long shot, didn't quite get there. It's saved, it's not going to go in, and Gabe puts it in. Nick Bush tried it with the shot at the end. So through one half, through 2 quarters, Glacier Peak Grizzlies 7, the Snohomish Panthers 0. We'll take a brief timeout here for halftime, and we'll be back. Just want to tell you about all kinds of coverage here, STSPN, for boys high school lacrosse, all classifications. Memorial Day, we will have all those state championships right here, streaming live on STSPN. We'll come back with the second half right after this.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
But Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. It's the third year.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Right side is dropped down for
player of the game, senior libero Lauren Riskill has control.
Championship district tournaments, we have it here on STSPN.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. It's the third year.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race.
Look at this!
To the 4 a.m. starts, training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard.
I never sit on you, I get the gang on you. You better pray for it. I put that thing on you. You ever play with it?
To the fans, to the followers, and the haters.
But it doesn't matter.
Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. Cue rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best.
UFC strawweight champion.
Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boats.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
All right, back here for second half, high school boys lacrosse, Glacier Peak High School. Scott Ohsman, Todd Elvig with you here tonight on STSPN. And 7-0, 7 in the back of the net. 4 of them from Mason Wheeler for Glacier Peak in the light gray and the face-off. And we'll see if the Panthers can start the second half, but can't get it for Glacier Peak. And there's a quick turnover as a shift change here for Snohomish, and they're coming out quick. Avery Keith, and it's down there, and that'll be a flag once the dead ball.
Flag on the field going against Glacier Peak. Snohomish will be a man up.
So, and that's
a technical push for 30
technical
seconds.
Push, 30 seconds.
It's quite the technical push.
And that's going to get 33 Ben.
Exactly.
And he'll sit there. So, man up opportunity for Snohomish. He knew exactly what was going on. He had right to the old sin bin. And Snohomish with man up, trying to get something going, flowing. Hudson Smith gets it back around. Just to start here the second half. Sammy. They're working that right side. He puts it in, low corner. And there it is. Finally, the Panthers get
3 to number 12
on the board. And that's Avery Keith.
Hudson Smith to Avery Keith.
Hudson Smith
to get on the board
with the assist there. And finally, Snohomish man up opportunity, and they close the door and get it to 7-1 with 11:10 left to go. So the senior midi, Avery Keith, get it, and it's back to the face-off there, and
number 12.
That's Avery Keith gets it once again coming off that. He's got some juice. Long pole, he gets hammered down. He doesn't know where the ball is. Still a scrum for it. And Glacier Peak will come up with it.
33, Ben Corderero with the ground ball.
Corderero comes up with it just after serving the penalty. And the long pole gets it to the midfield. Little bounce and takes care of it. And Glacier Peak now back on the offensive side. See if they'll work the right side. Up 7-1, 10:20 left in this third quarter. Snohomish had a win over Lake Stevens 10-5. Like I talked about, they're heading to Stanwood Friday at Stanwood for a league game. They've had a tough schedule of the Panthers as Glacier Peak. Wheeler is going to give it up. Makes a move, goes inside. Good stop by Castillo.
That's a big fella.
Agard comes down. Snohomish still okay, but what a ride here in the midfield by Glacier Peak. He's getting all kinds of business. Christian Martez. And sticks are flying, yard sale. As Andrew Siemens goes down and hits the deck. And it's going to go to the Grizzlies, and Wheeler with it. Parents getting excited.
I think they should have an actual penalty box.
Well, you have to travel with one. You can make one, though, Todd. I believe in you. I've seen you. You're crafty, the crafty right-hander.
Yeah. We could be the sponsors, STSPN penalty box.
There you go. That's good. That's good. It's good marketing right there. Wheeler, can he get 5? He's now looking to feed his friends here. If you're just joining, again, Kyler Jensen, one of their top scorers, not available tonight. Just sick. He's fine, but he's not playing tonight. So somebody had to pick it up, and boy, Wheeler has come up big with 4. Agard gets it in. He's crunched in the middle there. for the big fellas. Ball still down. Max Scott flying around in there and finally gets it to Nathan Castillo.
Ooh, a bomb.
And goes down. They're clearing it far and wide. Sammy Flores comes out. Thinks about it, now retreads. And he'll think better of it. Keaton Taylor, another senior attack for the Panthers. As Sammy goes deep, tough pass in traffic, ball down right in front of the cage. And Vitali's going to win that battle. Tough pass right in front of the cage. Glacier Peak, a long step down, saved by Castillo. Agard wants another one. He's going to hustle after the ground ball. The 50-50 comes up with it in his stick. Boy, he launched from downtown there. As we get back here on the near side, Mason Wheeler with it. 7:23 left to go in the third quarter. 7-1, Glacier Peak. Snohomish, just that opening minutes, gets their first goal of the game. Glacier Peak winning 5-2 last time they played. Wheeler finds an alley in the left side, time room, shoots. Save, might have been off the right pipe by Castillo. It'll end up being Glacier Peak possession. And Steele has it. Pierce tries it on the sidewinder right there. Not good. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll still stay with the Grizzlies. Austin Bloom, 14 with it, far side. And now they'll flip it around. Trying to force Wheeler to his left. There's a step down. Goes wide. DJ Votsberger there. Votsberger, 11 goals on the season, heading to Grand Canyon University for DJ.
He's been quiet tonight.
He has been a little quiet tonight. Big 25, Aiden Moore, the senior. Throwing it, there's a shot, and again, another right into the big cross. Castillo, Nathan, but this clear is cut off by 14, and that's Austin Bloom. So Castillo with some good saves, some untimely clears right to the GP players. Again, turnovers have been just deadly for the Panthers tonight all the way through the first half. And there's another big one. But they are trying to push it. As soon as they get the ball, there's a shot, and that's wide. Aiden Moore's shot off the mark. Todd Helbig here out of frame. He's plugging in things. Always makes us nervous here.
That's
when he just starts plugging stuff in.
You just don't know.
High pass. Now it's on the ground to the defenders, and the long pole reached over just a little too far.
Yeah, he couldn't hold his stance, and I think he actually his foot hit.
So here comes Keaton Taylor. 14 in black. Far side. Now he'll get it over. Boy, I tell you, Glacier Peak done a great job defensively. There's a tough pass. Nice broken up by the long pole. Now just body shoving. And GP comes out of it. Eckerlin with a great pickup, the long stick midi. He's got 2 goals this season. And I'll end up back to Glacier Peak. GP done outstanding tonight just on possession alone. They're just holding the rock. 4:31 left to go in the third quarter. Flying runs into a bus. Nick Bush, good Lord. There's a shot wide, and we got a player down. Hopefully he's all right. 25, Aiden Moore. Looked like he got banged up here with 4:15. On a chilly spring night, as we've got kind of the officials here. We got a penalty, or
Ref timeout for.
We have an official timeout here, I think, for maybe a possible Aiden Moore just heading to the sidelines. They got to substitute him. Coaching staff here, Glacier Peak. Michael Rexroad, of course, in his 5th season here, playing an active player in the PLL for the Atlas. Nick Gregory, who been with him his 4th season, so quite a program they're building up here in the North End. Both these teams, as Snohomish now get it, just gets it outside. Thought he had it, now he does, and that's Nick Bush, another captain. And Nick, big boy, stumbling, bumbling down. He's going to take it all himself. Look at the long pole. Oh, he wanted to score. Back outside, pushed his Hudson. And they've done a tremendous job on the Panthers' leading goal scorer, Hudson Smith, 3 in black, who's got it right now. Dropped 4 against Lake Stevens just on Friday. But Mason Wheeler has done the same here for Glacier Peak tonight in the 7-1 contest. Flores trying to beat 2. Did he get room? No. Back to Hudson. Hudson can't handle it. Now he's got to hustle for that 50-50 ball. Clears him. Loses his stick, and Glacier Peak picks it up.
21, Aiden Carroll.
Aiden Carroll coming up. He's running down, shoots, and right into the basket.
Number 22, Nathan Castillo.
Castillo right there. Boy, the long pole, the deep poles, boy, they want a shot. Here comes Boston back up. Snohomish, now we're getting flying. Keaton Taylor, number 14, will try and settle it down. 2:39 left in the 3rd quarter. 7-1 Glacier Peak. Good defense there, just causing in the pathways and the angles here, making it really tough anytime Snohomish gets down. He hucks it as he's hitting the deck, and there's a turnover, another one for Snohomish. Again, that's just been absolutely brutal for the Panthers tonight with 2:22 left. Quickly, they get it up. Alex Hendricks, 41. The junior, he's got a goal. 5 ground balls coming into tonight. Just about 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Glacier Peak has been in control. Snohomish, we saw a little flurry. And there's another turnover, but this one time's on Glacier Peak. And there's Mason Orgill, 20 in black. Haven't called his name too much in defense. And Castillo on a rope. Out to Avery Keith. Avery Keith been big in this game. Over to Nick. Nick Bush. The deep hole. Trying to find some room there. Christian Martez, 35 in. Now he'll run off. They'll make a little change here. Get the attack. And Jeremy Hammock, number 6, the senior. They're looking for somebody to get hot here for the Panthers. You're going to try Hudson Smith from X now, trying maybe an inverse offense.
1 minute.
Flies it in. Great pass. Shoots and scores. A little jump shot to Sammy Flores. Hudson Smith to Sammy Flores.
Hudson Smith, his 2nd assist to scoring number 1, Sammy Flores, for his 1st of the game. Just under a minute to play.
3 goals on the season, make it 4 for the captain, senior Sammy Flores. Brings it to 7-2 with 59 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. That's the kind of assisted goals that Snohomish needs to get back in this ball game.
Martin for the Panthers, and 7, Pierce Steele.
Pierce Steele, Noah Martin.
At the dot.
2 number 7s right at the dot. A little pinch and pop right there. And Keats comes up with it.
Avery Keith, number 12 for Snohomish with the ground ball.
Gets it back out front. Zarek Johansson, number 8 in the ball game. Now he runs out. And we'll see if Snohomish can get on a roll here. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Spencer Flynn, haven't talked a lot about him. He's a goal scorer, one of their many. Now they get in. There's the alley. Can't quite find enough space there. Mason Stansberry, 27 in black. Keith gets it back now behind Cage. They fly it around. Hudson tried to sneak one in. Not there with 7 seconds left. Better hurry. Avery Keith trying to find somebody. And that's going to roll out of bounds as we end the third. But a good little roll here for the Snohomish Panthers. Glacier Peak 7, Snohomish 2. We head to the fourth quarter. Come on back. We'll see how this ends right here on STSPN.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
All right, the start of the fourth quarter here, high school boys lacrosse on STSPN. You want to stay tuned to all the channels here, STSPN on Twitter, YouTube. Subscribe if you haven't. Nobody does it live, prep sports like us. And Noah Martin with the face-off. But now he's going to get, what are they going to do?
Call turns it back over to Glacier Peak.
There's a boarding call or turnover. Again, another just absolutely deadly turnover for the Snohomish Panthers as Glacier Peak here has it in their zone. There's Mason Wheeler. He wants a t-shirt, our adrenaline fundraiser player of the game afterwards. And right now Wheeler is the leader in the clubhouse with 4 Gs right now. He doesn't need 5G, Todd. He's got 4G right now and it's working just fine. Wheeler with it, flips it hard on the backside here, rolling on the crease. Now gets a push. There's a hard shot, but blocked by a defender. Nick Bush and the gang there got in the middle of it, but they can't keep control, and the ground ball goes to Glacier Peak. Connor McCauley's had a good game tonight. Had an open player, but a good turnover there for Snohomish on Avery there. And Nick Bush now getting all kinds of attention. He tries to get it off to a defensive player, and the GP comes up with it. And we're going to get a flag right there.
Looks like we're going to push turnover.
And
Snohomish ball.
it'll be Snohomish ball. See if they can get it through the midfield. They do indeed. Mason Stansberry, 27 with it. Now he'll get it over to Hudson Smith. Hudson Smith does not have a goal tonight.
Hudson Smith with the shot just wide.
And he's 0 for right now. I don't know, he probably has 4 or 5 shots. He just cannot find the right rhythm for the freshman who's just been spectacular. Snohomish, again, they've got to play Eastside Catholic coming up as the ball goes out. Gonzaga Prep from the Eastside, one of the top teams. They lead their league right now. There's a shot.
Number 2, Boston.
Boston tries to fly it in there. Casita.
Saved by number 18, Gabe Vitale.
And Vitale shuts the door. He's been a little busier here this second half as they clear it through the mid. Great catch there by the Grizzlies, number 8, DJ Voetsberger. And it sounds silly to say in a 7-2 game, but they didn't score. GP did not score in the third quarter. They've been held scoreless here in the second half. If you're looking for the spin zone here for the Panther D, it's been that as Wheeler's working behind the cage. Trying to work on Boston. Gets it over to Aiden. Aiden flies it, but he flies it wide.
Aiden Moore hits his own player.
And the defensive player was his own player that time. And Bloom got in the way. Bloom's got it. He rolls the crease. He puts it. It's wide again. But it'll stay with GP and Wheeler's stick. Mason Orgill on him. And this ball is going to fly out of bounds. A turnover on GP. We've had a couple here for GP so far, and it'll be Snohomish ball with 8:27 left in the ball game. Long way to go. 7-2. But the fastest game on 2 feet, you can see Snohomish make it interesting. Lost 5-2 to the Glacier Peak Grizzlies in March, but they've been playing well lately. Big win off Lake Stevens. And all of this heading to the playoffs and the state championship. STSPN will be there down at Starfire on Memorial Day weekend. And there's a cross crease pass that just is too much sauce. And it'll end up with Glacier Peak trying to go to Keaton Taylor. And those are just stacking up too high for Snohomish. Gabe Vitale. The keeper there, he likes to spread his wings, and he likes to get as close as possible. Now he'll go back. Great time of year if you're watching Adam Troxel, the big fella, running downhill. He does his job. Now he'll go off. If you're watching college lacrosse, both men's and women's, outstanding. Some great games this past weekend. Some barn burners, 1-goal games down at the last second. As GP flying in, trying to get their first goal here of the second half. Double team. There's a shot. Low to high, and that's number 8. Yes, indeed, GJ Voetsberger. We just talked about, we haven't heard from him. That's his 12th goal on the season. Or excuse me, maybe his, no, that's his 12th.
DJ Voetsberger with the shot and goal in the fourth quarter.
And that puts it to 8-2. The first goal here, the second half for DJ for Glacier Peak with 7:08 left in the game. So unofficial, 4 for Mason Wheeler, 1 for DJ Voetsberger, 1 for Pierce Steele as the face-off will go Panthers' way. Avery Keith, it's push off on GP, so Keith with it. And GP extended the defense from the get-go here as Spencer Flynn trying to make a move. He flies one way wide.
Spencer Flynn shoots just wide.
Get off, it'll stay Snohomish possession here. Cole States, number 19, the senior midi, with the ball. As now Snohomish with 6:24 left, they got to get to work. They got to start attacking Hudson Smith. Boy, what a job they have done on him. Group F at Pierce Steele has played tremendous defense on Hudson Smith. Hey, this guy's been on an absolute heater. 4 against Lake Stevens. He's got 9 on the year. He had 3 earlier this year in a game. Is that a shot? And it is a score for Spencer Flynn.
Number 10, Spencer Flynn with the shot. Assisted
From the top of the key, and Spencer Flynn gets in with it, and he'll get his 6th goal on the season.
3, Hudson Smith.
And Hudson with another assist. He's collecting points with just under 6 to go. 8-3. Reminder, we'll have our Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game interview and T-shirt pick after the game. It's Avery Keith's correction on that assist to Flynn. And here's the face-off. Critical for Snohomish to come out with this one.
Number 12,
and they do. Avery Keith again. And Avery's been tough tonight. He has given everything they got, keeping them in him. 8-3, 5:42. They're going to have to hustle. No time for a real settled, patient offense. They've got to go to goal relatively quickly here. Boston with it, number 2. Gets a slight pick. They double on him. They get it out. Taylor. Now back over Andrew Siemens. Siemens tries it. Ball's down. Who's going to get it? Hudson there. No. Tries a shot, a one-hander. Sticks are on the ground everywhere. GP comes with it, and now in transition. Fast break.
Number 7, Pierce Steele gets a
Wheeler thinks about it. Now shoves it off. Down low. Here's a shot and score. Or is it? No goal, no goal, no goal.
Sorry.
Eric Briggs getting a little happy fingers up here in the booth. Got a little excited. That's why I have the binoculars. I love that you guys have adapted the Kraken horn here. I believe that's the inspiration. Back of the cage here from X. There's Aiden, shoots it in, but it's stopped by Castillo. Long clear over the head, kind of Willie Mays type catch. Not there for Boston. It's picked up by Glacier Peak.
Number 11.
Roman Foster coming downhill. There is a score. Blow the horn for Glacier Peak. And that's big number 14, Austin Bloom. And Roman Foster pumped up about that, and it puts it to 9-3.
Battery Bloom with his goal for Glacier Peak.
Yeah, here he was player of the game last week.
There you go. Look at that. I tell you, thanks to the guys in the truck, our graphics guys are all over it tonight.
I think they could have fixed that up a little bit better than that.
Yeah. 3:57 left to go, and just as Snohomish was making a small run, GP comes right back on it. And Pierce Steele, he's going to have abs of steel after that run. He got chewed up. And there's a timeout on the field. Glacier Peak will take one. We'll take a quick timeout right here. You're watching high school boys lacrosse on none other than STSPN.
not here to take part. We're here to take over. I am the beast.
Back here, we're just talking about what's next for both of these teams. And we talked about Snohomish's schedule. Glacier Peak, they got a tough one, too, against Lake Stevens, of course, Friday. But then they have to go on and play O'Day from the private league. That's going to be tough. That's right here at Glacier Peak on, let's see, the 24th of April as we get ready to go. And then they also have Eastside Catholic right here at Glacier Peak. So some good home games. If you're looking for some high school lacrosse, come on out. There's some high-powered teams, one of the top 10 teams in the state here in their class divisions. There's a good shot, but an awesome save by Castillo.
Saved by number 22, Nathan.
And ball still down, and it's just popping around.
Picked up by number 40.
And Nick Bush comes up with it, and he lets it go, but a great defensive play there by Aiden Moore. His size, the tall fella, comes into play there. And it's going to stay, though, Panther ball. And Stuart Morgan, the senior defender, will get it all the way down. Ball's up, though, again. And GP's just been getting more of the 50-50 balls. Cordero gets it in, over to Aiden. Aiden wants to swing it, Nick Bush in his way. And ball's down the far side. Orgill comes up with it. 20 in black. Outstanding football player, and he throws it right into the cross of a Glacier Peak Grizzly. There's a call on the field, so it'll turn over to Snohomish with 2:28 left to go in this ball game. Far side for Snohomish, directing traffic is the senior Avery Keith. 9-3, 2:13 left to go. Glacier Peak right now just in the Wesco D1. Not too many games. They're in first place. Snohomish in second. Lake Stevens in third right now. But now they got some interconference play coming up. Snohomish going to head to Stanwood. Glacier Peak's got Lake Stevens at Lake Stevens. And a good pickoff and interception right there by the long pole.
By number 23.
Nice job there by Caleb Eckerlin. As ball down the midfield, 1:28 left to go. We'll have our Adrenaline Fundraiser player of the game as there's a quick call, failing to clear in enough time. And I get over to Snohomish one more time. Mason Stansberry, 27, got it. There's a shot, going to go wide.
14, Keaton Taylor with the shot.
Keaton Taylor tries to squeak one in. So Glacier Peak held them to 2 goals when they played in March. But they're going to hold them to just 1 more as it's 4. And Spencer Flynn with 2 tonight, giving a little life with 1:09 left to go. Spencer Flynn saying, not yet, boys.
Pierce Steele for Glacier Peak. Number 7, Noah Martin.
Noah Martin, Pierce Steele, been going at it at the dot all night here on the face-off. Noah Fogo. And Noah comes up with it. He's going to take it all the way down. He's shoved. There's a flag. And Noah Martin, look at him go. He's just getting pummeled and still hangs on to it. Ball comes out towards the midfield. And less than a minute. Still haven't played the foul, a dead ball. And now they'll call the foul and call a dead ball. Parents
offsides on Glacier Peak.
Suggesting that. So they get that with 45 seconds. As Noah Martin, what a tremendous job by that youngster. Boy, they just went through the meat grinder and came out still with the ball. And so man up for the remainder of this game for Snohomish. See if they can just get another goal in. Pull this close. Stay with us. We'll have our Adrenaline Fundraiser play of the game. It is going to be big shocker for Glacier Peak, Mason Wheeler. And we'll have him up in the booth hopefully here. Avery
Number 12.
Flies one in.
Avery Keith with the shot just wide.
Just a little wide. And he'll stay with the Panthers. Here Hudson Smith, who's been shut out tonight. And there's an errant pass trying to go to the middle. And Flynn chases it. Did he get there?
Less than 10 seconds.
I guess so. Under 10 seconds to go. Flynn to Smith. There's a shot by Sammy Flores. It's going to go wide. 2.6 on the clock. And long ball tries to get it, and that will do it. The final is 9-4. Glacier Peak. So this year in this series, they're 2-0 over Snohomish on the Panthers. And Mason Wheeler, number 10, is our player of the game. We're going to take a quick break. We'll try and have get Mason up here as quickly as possible and give him a T-shirt, baby. 9-4 Glacier Peak.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
During our spring tire sale, we watch out for your wallet too. Save up to $175 when you buy select tires.
Are we going? Are we here? Oh, my gosh. Adrenaline Fundraiser player of the game. And the big win here, Mason Wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
You were feeling it quick. Did
Yeah.
you? I mean, your boy Kyler's down tonight. He didn't get to play, Jensen, right? He's kind of –
No, he's feeling under the weather right now.
He's a little under the weather. So
Yeah.
did he send you a note and say, hey, I usually fill it up, so I need you tonight?
He might have, but he might have.
So, again, it's not that you haven't scored a lot of goals, but how did you know you were hot quickly?
Yeah, I just was finding the shooting space. I was getting down there, getting good looks from my guys at X. You know, shout out to our 2 attack guys that were, you know, grinding out down there against those big deep holes.
Yeah.
So props to them.
So you put 4 through. You wanted more.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, did your coach tell you to just chill out a little bit? I mean, spread the love. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
No, he just said if you see it,
yeah,
swing
if I see it, you know, go for it. But if I don't have the look, you know, keep it going. Just pass it through. You know, be patient, wait for the good looks. So that was the name of the game after halftime. Just get the patient looks. You know, run up the score slowly, but get the good looks instead of just the fast shots. So.
Absolutely. All right. Well, this game, obviously, Snohomish crosstown rival. It's easy to get up for this game, right? Now you move on. You play Lake Stevens. I want to talk about a little bit, just quickly. Mason Wheeler, our player of the game here. You guys went to Mercer Island. You played some big dogs. You got beat up.
Yeah.
But tell me about how's everybody feeling about that experience? You guys getting to play that level of competition?
I think it was good for us because it showed us like what we can do against like good teams and like finding those good matchups and taking the shorty and, you know, trying to dodge on them and get those cutters backside and get the open looks. And, you know, sometimes it doesn't always fall, but, you know, other times it'll go in the goal depending on all the open shots you get. So
good. So you think that was a great learning experience? You guys head down here in the playoffs. Now you got to take care of business with Lake Stevens, but you got some big. We talked about it tonight. Eastside Catholic, not going to be be easy. O'Day, high power.
Oh yeah,
right. They're
big
the big teams. You think you guys, this team, this, you think you're ready if you guys are at full strength?
I think we will. You know, just like tonight. You know, more be patient, get the open looks. You know, instead of just forcing shots. So I think if we're patient against those guys, you know, take the good looks, you know, get the good matchups going, you know, do a little invert, go dodge down the alley type stuff. I think it'll be a pretty even match game. So.
And real quickly as we get you out of here and get the T-shirt and the pick and the whole thing, how about your defense tonight?
Our defense is stellar.
Our defense tonight. Gabe Vitale, the guy between the pipes, didn't have to do much tonight.
No. The brick wall. He is a brick wall. He's crazy.
You had some tremendous defense, caused a lot of turnovers. They had some unforced errors, but your defense and your ride in the midfield, boy, you like getting mixed up in that?
Sometimes.
Come on, you're the flavor guy. You can't get hurt out there. You gotta put it down. Let's get the T-shirt on you.
All right.
Let's get all the stuff going. We got party gifts.
Sweet.
Let's go hold that up. Get the camera right down. Mason Wheeler, our adrenaline fundraiser, STSPN player of the game tonight. 4 goals. Hitting it hard tonight. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to the Grizzlies.
Oh, yeah.
And that will wrap it up. 9-4 Glacier Peak over the Snohomish Panthers. Thanks for watching. And keep up. It's been STSPN High School Boys Lacrosse. Good night, everybody. Great job, man.
Thank you.
That was fun to watch.